Well, I guess while you were in Vermont is really when you started making videos. If you said it was 6 years.
Yeah.
And
surely
I know a lot of that had to do because of me. No, I'm just kidding. But
it was actually around the same time. Like I started making some videos. I was a freshman
6 years ago.
And yeah, you were like fresh into the ministry, and like, yeah, I was just looking to like tell stories of like what was happening. And I was looking at like, here's what's happening in students, and like people are like watching tons of videos, like all these teenagers are watching videos. And I was like, I need to do what needs to be done in order to get people like to actually see this stuff, because getting like students to come to a big gathering just wasn't working. Like we were trying all these big, huge events, and like it was really difficult for some reason for us, which had worked for years and years and years in student ministry, like having these huge events. And it still works if you do it right, but like you have to have the right kind of community. Anyway, I'm getting way too far into that, but like I got into making videos because I wanted it to be a doorway into the student ministry. Like I wanted to use that as an avenue for like our ministry to be seen, and for like the word of God to be known beyond the walls of our church and the hour and a half that we had programmed stuff for teenagers. I wanted them to be able to like see it. And so it just started as like, let's make recap videos of like, I think like the first time I went like really hard at it was like whenever we were like, we went to Soul Fest, and I took my GoPro and I filmed stuff and I edited it. Like that was almost like a daily thing. Like I did like a daily recap thing. And it was just like me and 12 students and a couple of our leaders, and we went and we watched a bunch of concerts, and we did a bunch of fun stuff. And I just like took my GoPro around and filmed a bunch. And then like I took my computer out. Like I wake up before everyone anyway. That's just how I'm wired. And I would edit everything and I would post it to Instagram or Facebook. I don't even remember what I posted it to. I posted it to something, but I remember I posted it and I was like, maybe people will like this. And I don't know if anything ever came of it, but like people watched it. I could probably look back and see how many views are on there, but
yeah,
I wasn't doing it for the views. I was just doing it to be like, hey, let's just share what we're doing. And people do this all the time. It's just like a normal thing. So I just put little recap videos together for Soul Fest. And then I just started doing that. And then like, I realized pretty quickly that it was a big job that needed to be done really well. And so you were a student in our ministry, and I was like, dude, come make a video at Deep Freeze. I need somebody to help. And I brought my camera. It was great. Like there were a couple of times we went to Deep Freeze where we had like 3 or 4 or 5 people like filming.
Yeah, like shooting with legit stuff.
Yeah, like we had like nice cameras and like gimbals, and like I was droning everywhere.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, like that was like a season in our ministry where we just had like, because we made that stuff, this is what's cool, I think, because we were making those things, even if it was irregular, like I wasn't like always on with video. It was just like, sometimes I was doing it. Like it kind of was a way for people to be like, oh, like I can do this with you guys. Like, and I was always just like, yes, you can. You have a camera, bring it. If we don't use any of your footage, don't have your like feelings hurt.
Yeah,
like, because there's 6 people doing this right now. We're making a 3-minute video. So
exactly,
like we can't use everyone's footage. But it was one of those things where I was just like, yeah, bring your camera.